What's up, everybody? This is Kieran Reese, otherwise known as the Obsessive Compulsive Gamer of the O.C.G, and hopefully alive with Eternal Strands, baby. Hey, babe. It's good to see you. This is one of the games I got, and I think it's really good. I love you too, babe. But this is, it's set in a mystical world. There's a city, the advanced city of mages. That's called Eternal Strands. There's the city, that was full of mages that had the world's most advanced technology, like a city of mages coming together. And for some reason, the city collapsed. And not only did it collapse, but all the magical items that were throughout the world exploded. And thousands of people all died at once. It drove the world into war, and it made people hate all mages. So the few mages that remained all banded together, and about 50 years later, you were one of the first people to come into the city, and you're trying to figure out what the fuck happened. And that's the intro. But it's got a very D&D adventure kind of attitude. And what's really great about the game is it's, you have magic. The whole game is centered around magic, and it's a toolkit that you use in creative ways. Like, you start out with telekinesis. So you can grab shit and throw it at other shit. Then you have to get the ability to make ice. And you can freeze water and freeze enemies. And then, I got this. It creates a giant, it sucks everything in and then explodes. So, say it pulls in everything, and there's all these other powers. You can even use it to launch you, which is really cool. And it's, this was a game made on a smaller budget by a smaller studio, who used to work on AAA games, and they got tired of some of the bullshit from AAA games. Because, you know, they're like, you have a lot more money, but you have to deal with corporate stuff, so they banded together to form their own team called Yellow Brick Games, and made this. And this game has been on my radar for a while, because I like really unique games that are lesser known. And, this is one of the games that was on sale, so I decided to get it. And thus far, I'm actually liking it a lot. I think it's really cool. And I like the art style. Yeah, a little bit. See, he can launch enemies. And yeah, Wind Waker a little bit. Yeah. Cel-shaded. But see, I like colorful games as long as it's not silly. Like, if it's just totally out there and super silly, I'm like, eh. This game, I think, has a great art style because it's colorful and vivid, but it doesn't look cartoony. And I'm just starting the game, so my equipment is shit. You're supposed to get a lot more equipment, and it's supposed to get better as you progress. This is an RPG, so it takes a while to get going. But thus far, from what I'm playing, I've enjoyed it a lot. The combat feels snappy and fun. The visuals are nice. I say so far because I haven't got to the real meat and potatoes, you know what I mean? I'm still right in the intro of the game where I'm just now it's starting to open up. And like I said, with RPGs, it takes longer to get into them. But thus far, I like it, you know, and there's... Oh, hey, it's good to see you, man. And I also really like the fact that this game has a small cast of characters they greatly flesh out, and there's a ton of optional conversations you can have with them about the world and the story. And I like it because if you're like me, I like getting into the lore of games and stuff like that, but it's not forced on you. I think that's the right way to do it. They have the extra story there for people who care about it without making it mandatory. Not really. It's kind of like D&D adventure with a smuttering of Monster Hunter and Breath of the Wild. You have all these magical powers that you can use creatively. Like being able to freeze anything. Telekinesis. And it's all about the loot. Killing enemies, getting their shit, making loot. Yeah, you really do. But I've been saying that for ages. At this point, it'd be like talking a step about playing Silent Hill. It'll happen when it happens. Yeah, it's good to see you, Alex. But this is like a big sandbox with powers that you can fuck with. You have all these special magical powers that you can use, and it's like you use them to solve puzzles creatively, like freezing water, stuff like that. Say, you can put out fires. freeze enemies, grab shit, throw it, chuck it. And it also has boss battles that are big, huge Goliaths that you have to topple Shadow the Colossus style by climbing them. This game was made by a team of ex-AAA developers who liked making games but didn't want to deal with the AAA corporate bullshit, so they made their own game studio to make this. Like, this has an all-star cast. And it's made on a smaller budget, but I think they actually managed to do a pretty good job so far from what I played. Granted, I played the first 2 hours. I'm still very early days. This is a big RPG, but I like what I played thus far. Especially considering it's made on a smaller budget. And the combat is just really tight and responsive. Shit. This is the starter kit. So I'm excited to see like the better gear, and you can see all these ability spells I haven't got yet, and they can all be upgraded. So I think this game is only going to get better as I play it. It's been on my radar for a while. You know me, I have my eyes, I have my ear to the grindstone for lesser known games. I just never got around to getting it, and it was on sale for cheap. And Samantha was super nice enough to give me some money to get some games because she's ever so lovely. So I got money from her that I didn't intend on getting. It was on sale, so I said, fuck it, I'll try it. And that's why I've dug it. Yeah. Well, it's an older expression. I like big games, obviously, but I also like indie games a lot. And the thing about indie games is they don't have as much marketing, so you have to be looking for them. Oh shit, treasure chest. Nice! Yeah, like I said, you have to be looking for them, because they don't have as much marketing, but they're also very unique. And see, like, you can see the Breath of the Wild influence. It's fine, babe. I love you. It's cool. But you can see how, like, you can climb anything, and you have a stamina bar that ticks down as you're climbing. I'm sure you've seen enough of Breath of the Wild to know that that's like Breath of the Wild. I mean, it's not like a rip-off of Breath of the Wild, as you can see. It's different, but you can see it definitely takes inspiration from Breath of the Wild. Which, I mean, Breath of the Wild is one of the most popular games of all time, so kind of makes sense there be games that take inspiration from it. As long as they add something new, it's fine. And, I mean, obviously, they did. So, and this is also Unreal 5, and it runs like 100% smooth at 60 FPS. So, it looks good, and it runs really good, and I love Unreal 5, but a lot of developers have had trouble getting it to run right. And because of that, there are games that are really unoptimized. Actually, Alex, the thing about Zelda is all of the Zelda games, except for the ones that are explicitly sequels, are self-contained. Every Zelda game is a new story with a new Link, a new Zelda, and a new Ganon. You don't have to have prior knowledge of any other Zelda game to play any other Zelda game except for the ones that are the sequels, like Majora's Mask is a direct sequel to Ocarina of Time, Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, is a direct sequel to the first Zelda, A Link Between Worlds is a direct sequel to A Link to the Past, and Tears of the Kingdom is a direct sequel to Breath of the Wild. But other than that, 95% of Zelda games can be played on their own. They're like Final Fantasy. That each one is a new story. There's certain elements. Yeah. The thing about that is Breath of the Wild is very different from the classic Zelda. There were people who thought that classic Zelda needed to change. So Breath of the Wild is radically different. It was supposed to be the start of a new era. So, graphically, you'd be moving backwards if you play Breath of the Wild first and then play the other ones. But gameplay-wise, they're very different. And the thing about Zelda is each Zelda game has its own theme. There's some game series where you know which game you're playing, this is what you're going to get. Each Zelda game has a different theme, a different motif, a different gameplay loop, and feels very different. No two Zelda games are alike. So, that has helped the Zelda age better than most series, because if you have a series where the games all follow the same formula, largely, then the older games just feel like lesser versions of the same thing. Whereas with each mainline Zelda game, they tried something different. So they all feel different. And that's one of the things that makes it fun to be a Zelda fan, is there's lots of people who debate, well, I like this game, and I like that game. Like, for example, Samantha was talking about Zelda on GameCube. You have Wind Waker. That's a game where you sail the seas. The whole game is set on an open ocean, which for GameCube at the time, it was an open ocean with no loading screens. It's actually a pretty big deal for GameCube. That's the only Zelda game where you're really on the ocean, seafaring. So that game has a whole kind of sailor vibe. Tropical islands and shit. Skyward Sword. You fly a bird around the sky and land on islands in the sky. No other Zelda game has the birds that you fly like that in this sky setting. Tears of the Kingdom has some sky islands, but it's not really the same thing. Twilight Princess, you turn into a wolf and can alternately turn into a wolf. You have a wolf form, and you swap between regular Link and Wolf Link. And it's the darkest Zelda game. Majora's Mask, you have the world's gonna end in 3 days in a time loop. Ocarina of Time, you travel between the present and the future. You start out playing as Kid Link, and then at a certain point in the game, you jump ahead 7 years to Adult Link, and then you hop back and forth between the two time periods, changing stuff in the past, changing stuff in the present, and so on and so forth. So it's time travel, and it's cool, and so on and so forth. So each Zelda game is very different. And so you'll like you might like one Zelda game, and you might not like another, because they're all try different things. You probably won't like all of them. That's part of it just depends. It's cel shaded. It was one of the very first games to do cel shading. Nowadays, that's everywhere. But Wind Waker was really pioneering. But yeah, it's not for everybody. I like Wind Waker a lot, though. Skyward Sword has more of a painterly look to it. That is also true, yeah. Yes, it is the darkest, most mature Zelda game by far. People complain about Wind Waker's art style. Some people didn't like it, like you. And so they were like, well, you need to go back to... They told the guy who created Zelda, Shigeru Miyamoto and Eiji Aonuma, they told them to go back to the older Zelda games art style because it was divisive, the cell shading. And the guy was like, well, I don't really want to go back to the old art style because we've already done the old art style. So he's like, okay, they want darker, and they went full dark as they could. It's the darkest Zelda game in the most realistic art style. So yes, directly because of Wind Waker. And see, once again, 2 Zelda games, both in the same generation, both are on GameCube. Like, Twilight Princess was also on Wii, but it was made for, GameCube, and then they just ported it to Wii for the launch of the Wii. Like, okay, we need a game for the Wii. But it was made 99% of the way for GameCube, so it's a fucking GameCube game. Even 2 Zelda games in the same console generation are radically different. Yeah, Twilight Princess is fucking phenomenal. Twilight Princess is my favorite Zelda game, period. It always has been, since it came out. I fucking love Twilight Princess. I have 100% completed Twilight Princess, which is no small feat. It's a huge game, like 3 times. And I own the HD version for Wii U. But I am a diehard Zelda fan. I have been a Zelda fan pretty much as long as I've been alive. My mother played Ocarina of Time when I was a toddler, and it's one of my earliest memories is her playing Ocarina of Time on the 64. And I've played almost every single Zelda game as it came out. So I have pretty much extensively played just about every fucking Zelda game. Extensively. I'm a huge Zelda fan. But out of all of them, Twilight Princess is my favorite. I like a lot of them, but if you put a gun to my head and you made me pick, it would be Twilight Princess. Hold on, I'm trying to see what you said, Samantha. Yeah, you get to switch into a wolf. And it's cool, too, because he still looks like Link. So, like, he has a face that looks like Link, and they did it so even when he's in wolf form, you can tell. And Link wears an earring in that game, and when he's in that wolf form, the wolf has the earring. And, like, he can switch instantly, and when the game starts... Link is cursed. Hold on. Sorry. Music's kind of loud, so turn it down a little bit. Anyway, when the game starts, early on Link is cursed and he is forced in wolf form, and then later on you gain the power to control it. And then he can see into the spirit world as a wolf, and you can track people's smells, obviously, because he's a wolf. And he has this chick called Midna. She's the Twilight Princess, the titular Twilight Princess. And she has, like, superpowers. She can, like, make phantom shit and grab a hand. So she rides Link on his back when he's a wolf. Like, nothing dirty, even though it sounds dirty. And, like, she has special abilities you can use. So, like, you can grab all kinds of shit and, like, toss it and kill enemies with wolf form. And you swap between. And it's just really good. And like I said, they went full tilt on the adult elements. There has not been a more mature Zelda before or after. Because, like I said, after Wind Waker, they're like, well, people didn't like the more lighthearted art style, so we want you to go back to the original, like I said. And he was like, well, that's boring. So he's like, let's take the dark aspect all the way and go really dark. And that's how you get Twilight Princess. And they went back to more lighter after Twilight Princess. So it's totally very unique. I mean, it's not like, like gore or anything like that, but you can definitely tell it's a lot more realistic and darker in tone. And I really like it because it still feels like Zelda, and it still feels fantastical. It's not like it all of a sudden doesn't feel like Zelda, but it feels like a darker, more grounded Zelda. So it, the best way that I could describe Twilight Princess is this. Zelda is a fairy tale. Over the top, fantastical. Twilight Princess is a gothic fairy tale. It's still fantastical. It's still fantasy. It's clearly not the real world, but it's much darker and kind of sinister in places. And I love gothic fairy tales and shit, so I really gelled with and really liked Twilight Princess. And it came out right when I was about 10 years old, 2006. And I played it for the first time at a pivotal time in my life, and I fucking loved it. And it was the last, last major GameCube game that was ever released by Nintendo. There was a couple of games from smaller studios that came out, but it essentially was the end of GameCube. So it also has a lot of significance there, as it was the last major game for GameCube, and I fucking love GameCube. It's one of my favorite systems. And also, they squeezed the ever-loving shit out of the GameCube. It was the best-looking GameCube game, and looked fucking amazing for the time. You could really tell Nintendo was bringing every last bit of hardware power out of the GameCube, and I remember playing it in 2006 and being stunned with how good it looked as a GameCube game. And it still actually looks pretty dope to this day for a game that's, God, it's about to be 20 years old. Fuck me, I feel old. And the HD version made it even better. They greatly updated the textures and shit, so if you could find a way to emulate the Wii U version, I mean, it looks good either way, but the HD version is the way to go. And they did a great job with the remaster. And that was actually the reason, pretty much the reason why I got the Wii U, is because I love Twilight Princess, and that was the only modern way to play it. You know? So... And the fact that they have not re-released Twilight Princess yet is fucking insane. People have been begging them for so fucking long to re-release Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. And then they finally bring Wind Waker, but it's the GameCube version, not the HD version, which is way better, okay? That actually fixed flaws from the original version and is just superior in every way. And you can't buy it. You have to pay for Nintendo's shitty online to access it, and for a year up front. It's fucking shitty. Fucking Nintendo, man. I love Nintendo's games, but as a company, they fucking suck. And if I seem extra pissy today, it's because I am. I have had the fucking day from hell, Alex. You don't even know. This is one of those days where it feels like everything that can go wrong has gone wrong. Like, this is one of the worst days I've had in a long time. This day has fucking sucked. So, if it seems like I'm slightly pissier than usual, I am. And it's not you. Same thing I told Samantha. Well, I appreciate it, Alex. It means a lot. You've always been a good friend to me. I try to be the best friend I can to you. And I do appreciate it. I don't forget the people that are there for me. But I'm gonna try to break it down for you in a way that's not super long, because I could rant about this all day, and I did rant about this to Samantha. And just for her sake of mind. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Yeah, Emily might join the stream. I'm gonna wait and so I can tell her she wanted to hear about my day. And I don't want to keep repeating myself. Just give me a sec. But yeah, this day has been the fucking worst. And I'm not saying that lightly. And I'm just running around now because I was trying to talk. I got distracted. I was trying to show the general gameplay before I got back to the story. This game actually has a very in-depth story. Before I went to do the next story thing, I wanted to show you guys the general walking around gameplay. I really like it. it's kind of like a sandbox where you have powers that you can just kind of fuck with. And I really dig that, where it lets you play around with it. You know what I mean? Instead of, like it's a toolkit. I dig stuff like that. Waiting for Emily to get here. Yeah, and this is just one region. They're not. It's not like open world like Breath of the Wild, but it's openish hubs. You know what I mean? Like you have to progress the story to move forward, but you have freedom. It's, I guess you'd say, wide linear, because it's the progression of each area is story gated, but it's also not just A to B. And the areas are big, but they're not super big. And I'm fine with that. It has a story focus, but it gives you room to fuck around off the beaten path. I actually think that's probably my preferred structure of game. Games that have the entire map open from the start don't accommodate a lot as much for the progression that ramps up, and they usually don't have as much of a focus on story. I'm just waiting for Emily to get here. Oh, I thought she was coming. Ugh. Yeah. Hey, Emily. Sorry. Yeah, I'm glad you're here. Okay, so I can explain now, Alex, and then I was trying to tell Alex about my day, and I wanted to wait for you so I didn't have to repeat myself. Okay, so I had to escort my aunt across town today to get her money, which I have to do every month. Okay, whatever. But the Uber fees have been really expensive for my mom because I go in rush hour. So she asked me to go extra early today, so I had to get up extra early to go. And I'm already starting the day out pissy because I had to get up extra early and sacrifice sleep to go. And my leg was hurting me really bad from the night before. So I'm like, oh great, my leg is hurting me, and now I've got to go across town. That's already is fucking sucking. But then, I have to load money on a debit card to pay the rent. We have a NetSpend card, and there's only one place in town that will really do it. So, I have to go to there, and the card has a limit of $500 in one transaction. You can't. They added that a few, like 6 months ago. So because they added that, we have to do it like $490, and then like $110 to get around it, and it's a perfectly valid solution. It's just they don't want 500 at once. over 500 in a single transaction, and we have to because that's the amount we have to pay rent. And I've gone to the store every fucking month and done this for over 6 fucking months. I think it's closer to a year, actually. But, okay. So, over a year. And now I get up there, and this chick is being incredibly fucking snippy at me. And being like, well, we can't do it. There's a $500 limit. And I'm trying to explain to her that, yeah, for a single transaction, but the way we do it is fine. I've done it at this fucking location. And she basically told me to go fuck myself. And there's like 15 people behind me in the store. They're getting fucking slammed. I don't know why, because it's not like, I guess it's before 4th of July. Fuck me. And so I then had to call my mom and explain to her the issue. And now we have to figure out something else. So then I find out that on all the kerfuckle of being, it's a gas station. It's just the only place nearby within a reasonable distance that will load the card that we could find. So after all of this bullshit, I forgot my mother's card in the store. And so thankfully, the guy was willing to turn the Uber guy was super nice and was willing to turn around and take me back so I could get it. He didn't have to. So then I get it, okay, so then I get home, and, Tara had wanted me, to do her laundry, and, vacuum her shit, and stuff. And we had agreed that she would give me $30 to do that. And I had talked to my mom about it, so there would be no problems with my mother. Because I've explained sometimes she gets angry, okay? So I cleared it up, okay. But then Tara's telling me that she'll fucking give me the money after I do it. Like, I'm going to fucking rob her and not do it. Which insulted me, and kind of, insulted my integrity. But okay. So then, and remember, just a reminder, it's incredibly hot today. It's fucking hot as shit, and it sticks to you. It is awful out there. And as you know, as you're the one who sent me, I'm on SSRIs, and they make it hurt worse. So I'm really sweating my ass off out there. And while I'm sitting outside in the heat waiting for the Uber to come back to pick us up, Tara's sitting in the lobby in the bank, just chilling, Why should she have to get fucking warm? And so my frustration is fucking building. So then, I get home, and so I go to the store, and, the guy picks out the wrong cigarettes that look similar, and then it turns out that, I'm like, why am I short on money? He's like, oh, I grabbed the wrong cigarette. So we had to go through the whole process of him not believing me that I know the fucking price. And then he had to refund the transaction and do all that. So I'm like, fuck me. And there's a big line again at that fucking store. So then I was just like, fuck. So I come home, and, my, aunt, even though I told her the amount that I wanted before we went to the store, the bank, okay, when she was getting her money divvied out and she had the bills, she didn't get the right amount. So she only had $40, and so I had to make another trip to the store to break that. And it's like, bro, we discussed the fucking amount before we left. You were getting your bills handed to you. They asked you how you wanted them to you. Why would you not? And then she's like, oh yeah, while you're doing that, can you also take out my trash? Walking. I had to make 2 walking trips. So, then she's like, can you take out my trash? So I'm like, yeah, no, sure, fine. And then I get back finally, and I'm sweating my fucking ass off. I had to carry 2 big ass loads of laundry to do her laundry. We're talking about big trash bags this big. Actually pretty heavy, carrying that in the fucking heat upstairs. Down the block. And so I get home after all this, and Tara is just like, well, you didn't do all my clothes. No, we didn't agree for me to do all our clothes. She said, a load. A load. I did a load. So it's like, after all that bullshit, after all of that shit, she actually has the testicular fortitude to fucking complain. And then my mother, God bless her, I love my mother, but my mother has been having a real bad bipolar episode. No, she did. I had to break it, but she did. My mother has been having bipolar episodes, and she's been real manic, and so it's not her fault, but she's been real pissy. And by the time I got home from it all, my leg hurt me so bad that every single step I took is agony, and just lifting my leg up in an elevated position fucking killed me. Oh, and I still gotta go and get her clothes out of the dryer, right? And then I've gotta take the dog, walk the dog later, and get the mail. So I'm still not done. And yeah, you know, since I have fucking got up today, it has just been a non-stop avalanche of fucking bullshit, start to finish. And no. Still more. I've got to walk the dog and get the mail. And then go get her laundry. I'm still not done. So I get to fucking walk some more. And I don't mind the dog. I love the dog. It's just on top of everything fucking else, man. Yeah. And then, the landlord, yeah, Emily actually missed you while you were gone. I want to tell you that. She was wondering where you were, when you're going to be back. Emily actually showed a lot of concern for you. She cared. And I'm like, no, she's okay. She's just busy, and she missed you. So she definitely deserves some recognition for that. Emily was a pretty solid friend and cared about you. I meant to tell you that. It just didn't come up with this day, but I thought you should know. So... Oh, fuck, I lost my train of thought. It'll come to me. Oh, no. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's it. So, the landlord is trying to charge us like an extra, $250 a month now. And we're trying to figure out how we're going to make ends meet. We're already struggling before. So that's like a cataclysmic amount of extra money. And, as I was walking back from the laundry, this chick stopped me the other day, and she told me, she's like, is your bill got jacked up a lot too? And I'm like, yeah. Because they want us to pay water and sewage now. Before, everybody's water and sewage was paid. It was a flat fee, and now they're like, well, we're going to charging people for their usage. Okay? Which, honestly, first of all, that's bullshit, because we didn't sign a lease. We didn't sign a lease, so it's not like our conditions changed. So, we're trying to fight that. But then I talked to this chick, and she's like, she stopped me. And she's like, "Is your bill a lot higher?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "I thought it's not just me." I'm like, "No." And she's like, "I did some research, and I found out this place has one water meter. They can't even track people's individual water use if they wanted to, so they're just guessing how much we're responsible, or they're charging us for the total amount, making us divvy the bill no matter what we individually used." And she's like, "That's bullshit, and I won't do it." And yeah, I agree. If they can't even tell how much water we're using, this is not a communal thing. We did not sign up to pay everybody's fucking water bill, or a percentage of the grand total. This isn't communism. Fuck you. So then my mom was like, "Okay, that's bullshit. We need to talk to the management." So then I went to management. She tried to. I'm sorry. She tried to call, and they didn't answer. Just went straight to voicemail. So I went over there and knocked on their door to get a new number to call them. And the current manager is out. And there's this Latino woman who could hardly speak English, and I wouldn't care, except she's filling in for the manager, so she's in a part where she needs to communicate with people who speak English. And she's telling me that the manager's gone for an undisclosed period of time, and while she's gone, they're filling in, but they're only going to be here 3 hours a day. And when we signed the lease, they said they were going to spray for bugs each month because there was a known roach problem when we moved in here. And so they agreed in the lease that they would take care of it at their expense because it was a problem before we even arrived. They haven't done that. They're supposed to spray every month. They haven't sprayed in 6 months. But sure, let's fucking rake us over the coal, over the bill. Like I said, today has fucking sucked. Just a big old fucking girthy dick. Like I said, normally, if somebody fucking bends you over and fucking gives it to you, they have the kindness, the sheer temerity, man, to fucking spit on it and lube you up a little bit first. No, they're just fucking giving it to me. Yeah, we're all trying to look into that. Right now, it's a process. It's just fucking bullshit. Is my point. And I'm fucking fed up with it. And I go through a lot of bullshit as it is, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I had a full-on panic attack. It's very rare that I have like a full-on panic attack, but I had like full-on, I felt like I couldn't fucking breathe, thing, where I just hit pure, like, manic, like I was fucking shaking from the anxiety getting to me. Yeah, it is. It's a little bit more than that. But yeah, that is like a huge percentage increase. And we've used less water. So, one of the only comforts that I have, okay? One of the only comforts that I have is a bath. I take a hot bath because it allows me to just sit and soak in the water, and it helps my leg without, being drugs or whatever. It's just a natural way to help my leg. Okay? Yeah. And my back as well. I'm sorry. So, they told us the majority of the bill came from water, so I've had to dramatically cut down on the baths that I take. So, yeah, okay? I had to cut back. I've dramatically cut back. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what the law is in this state. I do know that they can't just randomly increase it. You have to sign a fucking lease. And we're trying to fight them over that. But we still have to have the extra money ready just in case. And that's its own fucking hurdle. But, so, I've had to cut back. One of the only things that I enjoyed one of the only things that help to relieve my pain, okay? And it makes me feel like just taking a bath now is a fucking privilege. That's where I'm at. Okay? So, even after cutting back dramatically on baths and using less water, our bill is more expensive this month. What the fuck? That makes no fucking sense. Especially with them saying that your bath was the majority of the amount. You know, we always pay the rent on time. We're fucking model tenants. You know, and our things is, hey, let's fucking give it to you. Let's kick you down. Fuck you. I am tired of getting fucked by life, Emily, okay? My asshole is sore. I need a break. Okay? I feel more used out than a fucking girl with daddy issues at a college frat party. Oh, god damn it. Awesome. So he can continue to make life tougher for people who already don't have enough, so that him and his friends can fucking benefit and make more fucking money off the backs of us. So that's all it ever really was with him, is a fucking business. Not that that's any different from any other politician. Oh, yeah, Medicaid cuts. Yeah, let's fuck the people that need it. I'm already having a hard time trying to get disability as it is. Let's make my life harder there. Yeah. But, you know, but, Emily, we have to cut back on the U.S. spending. We have to cut back on U.S. spending. Remember, we're wasting all this money. However, our military budget is like 100,000 times more expensive than any other country. Like, we literally spend more. We literally spend more on military budget than like the next 100 countries combined. That's not a joke. Okay, and Trump, for example, during his inauguration, had two B-52 bombers, or whatever the aircraft is. I'm not an aircraft guy, Alex is, but the current jets fly and have a whole aerial thing. That cost a couple $1 million. So we can have him talk about cutting down wasteful spending, and we're just spending to excess, but he can spend a couple extra mil to have a fucking jet show for his inauguration. That's not frivolous spending. So obviously, as with any politician, it's okay for frivolous spending for their bullshit, but the common man, well, they're gonna nickel and dime us to death. And that's not American, that's just anywhere. But yeah, we're feeling it now. And then you have the other party, the other fucking side, who thinks that the proper solution is to riot and loot and burn in the streets, not realizing that that literally just makes us all look bad. It makes him look correct, and it doesn't help fucking shit. Instead of going and fighting him in court, legislating, trying to get bills passed, they were off fucking looting stores while he got that bill passed, because it doesn't do shit. And that's why I'm a centrist now. I used to be a Democrat, but I think that both sides fucking suck. They're two parts of the same problem. They're two ends of the same snake. Doesn't matter what end of the snake you grab it from. A snake is still a snake. They're a part of the problem. And remember, we made it so that money is not even tied to the gold standard. Money has not been tied to the fucking gold standard since like in 1984, 1986 with Reagan. So it's just fucking paper. They could make as much of it as they fucking need. It means nothing. But, let's increase the taxes on you. Oh, God. Let's vote to increase the taxes on you. Let's vote to increase the taxes on me. lets a nickel and dime us for every cent we're worth, right? But God forbid any fucking millionaire, any billionaire living here pay fucking taxes. My father has paid more in taxes. I have paid more in taxes than Elon Musk fucking has. Than Trump fucking has. And he'd be like, Elon Musk is like, well, I paid a couple $1 million once. Yeah, dude, you paid a couple $1 million one time out of the fucking $200 billion you're worth, and that was 1 year you did that? Like, most of your life you paid nothing in taxes each year? Oh, yeah, but because he took out some pocket change 1 year and threw it, now it's all fucking okay. I mean, he literally is worth $200 fucking billion. He wouldn't piss on 2 or 3 million. It's like lint money. It's like couch cushion money for him. And then you go, well, never mind the fact that now he's fucking dick riding Trump, and we have fucking Elon Musk making his own Doge government agency named after a fucking meme that makes America look like fucking imbeciles. We have a government agency named after a goddamn fucking meme. Okay? Are you fucking kidding me? From a millionaire who has no government position. I mean, sure, he's out of Doge. That's great. I'm happy that he's out of Doge. That needed to be done. We shouldn't have a goddamn government agency called fucking Doge. That literally makes America look fucking imbecilic. We look like fucking idiots. You know, I like my country. Unlike a lot of people, I like America. Okay? I know a lot of people hate on America, and I know a lot of people, it's become like kind of popular now for Americans to hate on America. The entire left side basically says fuck America. I love my country. I genuinely love my country. But even I am having a hard time defending this shit. It's fucking ridiculous, man. A fucking meme! Just like, here's a fun fact, Elon. Maybe instead of fucking with this shit, instead of shit posting on Twitter, instead of fucking doing all these stupid shit, building rocket ships that fucking explode, maybe you could get to know any one of your 80 fucking kids. Like, oh, fucking crazy. You could have spent that Doge time actually getting to know any one of your million progeny, you fucking Genghis Khan discount witch fucking wannabe bitch. See, I'm fucking riled up. I'm heated. I'm heated. It's like, well, my son is basically dead to me. Have you ever thought that maybe that wouldn't have happened if you had actually been there for your fucking kid like a father should be? You fucking twat. But no, keep having kids. Just keep popping them out. Well, you have the money to pay for them, okay? I mean, he was into Amber Heard. Ugh. God. Have some fucking class, man. And I'm sorry. I'm fucking heated. I try not to talk about politics a lot. You know, I try to be, yeah, but he actually spends time with his kids. Okay? I've seen a bunch of stories of him taking them all out to the park. I've seen, him do family get-togethers, big cookouts. Like, he actually spends time with his kids. Elon Musk has kids that he has not seen in fucking years. Yeah, he should be the butt of those jokes. I mean, he looks like a fucking pale, overweight, pasty-ass bitch vampire. He looks like fucking Dracula's overweight, embarrassing cousin. Like Gary Dracula. Like, what the fuck? And never mind the fact that the Tesla fucking the Tesla brand is made off of a fucking lie. For one, it does more harm to the environment to make the lithium batteries, the lithium ion, to mine that lithium, than those cars will ever take out of the environment. Those cars could run for 100 years. Elon Musk has done more damage to the environment. Okay? For one. For two, he didn't even come up with the fucking name. He took it and actually sued his partners for it. If you can do the research there, okay? So he says that he's Tesla. No, he's Thomas Edison. He's the motherfucker stealing the talented work of people who came in. And it's funny too, because he tried to say, I'm honoring Tesla. He made a post honoring Tesla. No, dog, you're not the Tesla in this equation. You're the fucking Thomas Edison. And then people fucking suck farts out of his ass. And tell him, oh my god, you're so talented. No, he's not. They act like he's a genius. Dude, I will say this. Elon Musk is good at lending money. He is good at recognizing market trends. There is something to be said for market speculation, okay? He's not an inventor, though. He doesn't design shit. People who act like he's this genius inventor, he's not. He patently is not. And that's fine. He funds the projects. It's an important role. You can't get that shit off the ground without funding. But to act like he's an inventor is just literally not true. He doesn't design any of it. He's the check guy. He's the money maker. And rather than try to just acknowledge that he's just really good at speculating the market trends, which is a good skill that helped make him rich. It's, oh no, he's like Steve Wozniak. No, dog. I mean, compared to Bill Gates. Bill Gates actually made fucking Windows in a garage. Bill Gates made the fucking PC. He invented that shit. Honestly, what has Elon Musk invented that was his own? Nothing. Literally, you go back. He funded other people's projects. Okay? And that's fine. But he's not the idea man. And they should be clear on that. They act like he's the mind. He's the brain. No, he's the money. Yeah, because he's a giant black phallus? Yeah. And he's fucking us all? Like I said, I'm heated. I'm really irritated. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm really fucking pissy right now. It's not you guys, and I want you to understand that. Okay? Today has just been the day from hell, and I was angry crying earlier. I am so fucking pissed. I'm trying to calm down, but I feel it. I feel the fucking rage seething inside me, in my chest, heavy, hanging thick like a cloud of fucking rage. A miasma of fury, I feel it. I just want to find somebody that likes pineapple on pizza and fucking beat them. I was petting Echo earlier. She's a good cat. You're dead to me. Emily, you're fucking dead to me. Pineapple does not go on fucking pizza, okay? You have brought dishonor on your entire family by saying that. You literally, dishonor your family! My sister likes pineapple on pizza. Fucking gross. Anytime we would get a pizza when we were kids, we'd have to split it, and it would be half and half, and they would frequently fuck up and get pineapple on my half of the pizza. And I'm like, great, you fucking ruined it, Mimi. Thank you for taking a shit on my nice pizza. That just sounds awful. I mean, you like what you like. Ugh. Yeah, she likes Hawaiian. Aloha. Yeah, no, I know what you meant. Just getting by. Just trying to stifle my anger. I can't remember the last time I was this angry. Yeah, you'll fucking eat. You know who likes pineapple on pizza, Emily? Fucking communists. That's who. You're a communist, man. Uh, I'm just joking. I'm just. I'm having a bad fucking day. Like today has honestly just fucking sucked. Oh yeah, I forgot that you have celiacs. Yeah. Got an Emily would give me for doing myself a deal than you. You're an autoimmune disorder. Okay, just give me 1 second. I have to go get her clothes. I'll be right back. I'm not gonna end the stream. God, I hurt so bad. No, not really. Ah, fuck. Ah. I'm back. Love you too. I had to carry the laundry up like 4 different sets of stairs, 2 to get out of the building, 2 to get back in the building. My leg and my back are fucking killing me. And no. And then fucking turds dropped out, cat turds that were mingled in there. So that's really great that happened again. And then she couldn't even say thank you to whatever. Nope, they do not. Well, yeah, literally. I don't know, I don't know about good people, but my cat's always like me. Honestly, cats and dogs have always loved me. I think I've only ran into like 2 animals that didn't like me. Just about every animal I met is like me. I've always had a way with animals, honestly. Is Alex still here, or did he bail? And see, you have a hub, Samantha, and you get to talk to the people, and there's extensive optional conversations fleshing out their backstories. And that's what I meant, like, you can skip through all of it if you really want to.
Perfect.
You think this patch will fix the leaking pipe?
Yes. And with the debris cleared, why don't you tell Aria we've got everything we need to fix the loom gate?
Me?
Acting or otherwise, major communication should come from the point.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, it is. Like I said, I'm just right at the beginning, honestly. I just got to the point where the game started to open up. And over time, you gradually upgrade the camp.
The patch is ready, and I've cleared the debris at the loom gate in Glintwood Hollow.
Excellent work, Bryn. Time for you to take a well-earned rest while the band heads into the Hollow.
You sure you don't need me to come?
We've got this. And you need the break.
All right, if you say so.
And see, you can, like, fully customize your gear. There's actually, like, a lot of customization involved. So you can change the properties of your equipment. Make her different armor. So you change its color. Hello. Yeah.
Aurea, how's it going?
Bryn, you're awake. We're making progress over here. Careful with that.
Hey, no one came back to camp, did they? Is the rest of the band still with you?
We're all here. And the leak is just about... fixed.
Hey, wait, I just want to talk. That was incredible.
Hey, couldn't have done it without you.
Actually, we couldn't have done it without Sev. I didn't expect you to have such a deft hand with magical conduits.
I'm not... I mean... We just got lucky it held.
Not to distract from the victory, but something happened while you were gone. I saw something. Well, someone.
A Hearthsider?
Maybe. The figure was masked and standing at the edge of the camp. I think they were watching me. Before they disappeared.
How friendly.
If there are people still left in the Enclave, we need to find them. They can tell us what happened here.
Yes. I was just thinking we should chase down the scary masked figure that likes to watch Bryn sleep.
Sev has a point. We need to set up a watch for camp. No one has made contact with us, but clearly they're watching. Any expectation of a warm welcome is off the table.
They've been living under the Veil for almost 50 years. Who knows how their version of Weaver culture has diverged from ours.
All the same, we can't just sit here. We don't know who they are or what they can do. If they do mean us harm, I need to investigate what we're dealing with.
Friendly or hostile, if there are Hearthsiders, we need to find them.
Agreed.
And the good news is, fixing the Loom Gate didn't just give us easier access to Glintwood, it expanded our scry's reach.
So scries are somehow connected to the Enclave's tapestry?
Every scry was built here.
This means you not only have access to the Loom Gate, but you can safely explore further.
Incidentally, our maps indicate that there is a village beyond the Hollow in a large swathe of wetlands known as Dredger's Mire.
Dredger's Mire.
Perhaps we'll find our Hearthsiders there. Bryn, why don't you brief with Lane before your next expedition?
Sounds good.
After that, it's time to use the Loom Gate.
Why didn't you guys return using it yourselves?
We needed to take a key swatch back to camp in order to connect the two. We'll make sure you have a key swatch to connect any other loom gates to this one from now on.
I hope I'm not prying by bringing this up, but Darm and Arya told me about your last band.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like it was pretty rough.
It wasn't great, that's for sure. I mean, I gave up everything I knew to become a weaver. And it only took a couple of weeks for me to realize I had chased the wrong caravan out of town. All that band did was drink and fight. I stuck around, thinking I might be able to make a difference if I became point, but Aaron chose someone else to take his place in the end.
You're in better hands now. I promise. Even though I'm sure your last few days with us have been a lot. Do you have any regrets about leaving?
I did have one friend in the band, Pelagia. She was their enchantress. She was actually the one who convinced Aaron to let me join them. Due to the nature of my departure, I wasn't able to say goodbye. I thought I would send her a letter the next time we stopped in a town.
Then we tumbled through the veil.
Yeah. I don't know what she must think of me.
If she's a true friend, she'll understand.
I hope so. Friends like her are rare.
That's what makes them special.
See, there's all kinds of these optional conversations you can have and flesh out the cast. I really enjoy them.
Bryn, something gnaws at my mind, and I just need to get it off my chest, if I may.
Yes?
When discussing that the Hearthsider was watching you, you agreed with Sev that we should be very cautious. It will, of course, be your and Arya's call, but I just have to say, we have so much we could learn. If the Hearthsiders retain even a fragment of what the Enclave knew, they're still worth making allies of.
I hear you. And good point. It's just that we must confirm their motivations before we even think about sharing knowledge.
Sagacious. Thank you. I have said my piece and appreciate your understanding.
This may sound fairly ridiculous, but the real draw of alchemy for me is how it grants me the ability to help people.
Oh?
Yes. I enjoy my little experiments, I'll admit. I enjoy synthesizing new and wonderful compounds. But mixing an unguent for the urchin girl by the canal with the flea bites on her legs? That was, I felt, a rather more responsible use of my allowance. Of course, the house would have looked down on that. The instruction not to mix with lower classes was implicit, but clear nonetheless. I even used alchemy to disguise myself so I wouldn't be recognized. I wore my hair in a stark white for a time, if you can imagine it.
Did you look silly?
Striking is the word I would use. My patients didn't mention it, and my apothecaries knew better than to make fun of their best customer. Alchemy is the science of change, and while I am happy to explore those changes both within and without myself, well, I think my natural color suits me fine for now.
Might change your mind. You never know.
Exactly.
Like I said, they're all optional. You never have to talk to them, but I like the fact that they have the extra story there for people who want it. I like getting invested in the world, story, and the characters.
So, now that I'm done being frigid and unwelcoming.
You were only lukewarm.
Sure. How about an icebreaker? To get to know each other better.
Sounds fun. What have you got?
Simple. If you were a wild animal, what would you be?
Easy. Ash Peak Drake.
Mm-hmm. You fancy yourself majestic enough to inspire legends?
More like I'm fiery and driven.
Fine, I can see that.
And yourself? What animal would you be?
An eastern reef crake.
A crake? Somehow I pictured fewer tentacles and destroyed ships in your wake.
You're thinking of the big ones. An eastern reef crake is pretty small and harmless. But all crakes are misunderstood. They are incredibly intelligent creatures. And they diligently protect their eggs. They actually only attack when their nest is under threat. So yeah, I'd be a crake. Happily living underwater.
Upgrade! Yeah. Well, I mean, I play games for that sense of fantasy and immersion. Doing things I could never do in real life, the escapism, and obviously I don't talk to people in real life. So it fits me. Look here, she got her leg propped up against the chair. Like, what the fuck are you doing, Echo? Can I help you, ma'am? God, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this cat sometimes. Nessie Hunt, Scotland. The Loch Ness Monster! We Oh, Nessie! Look at ya! You majestic cryptoid! Maybe we can go hunting for Sasquatch while we're at it. See, and the upgrades actually improve the camp. You can see your caravan is upgraded. I like it. I like it when the upgrades have a tangible impact on what you're doing. You can see now she's got like a bunch more stuff.
Here to brief?
I like to know everything I can before venturing off to a new place.
Just beyond the forested hills of Glintwood Hollow lies the wetlands known as Dredger's Mire. Much like the Hollow, the Enclave prospected many of the raw materials needed for its ambitious constructs and projects from the mire. Oh, it's no coincidence you found the Ark of the Stricken Earth near a collapsed mine. Likely, it was used for the excavation of minerals and metals before the surge. I believe the natural surroundings of the mire were also rich in resources. The Enclave even settled a small village there known as Poldervale.
Which is where I might find that masked figure that was watching me.
It's possible. Regardless, do you have any questions before you head out?
What can you tell me about Poldervale? It seems like it was settled pretty far from their capital.
Indeed. Though, when you take instantaneous travel through loom gates into account, what constitutes a remote village changes. The village was likely settled to facilitate the prospecting of raw materials in the outskirts. Resources farmed here could easily be transported across the Enclave through the use of loom gates.
Apart from the village, it sounds like this is mostly untamed lands. Any expectation that it will be more dangerous than the Hollow?
I would expect so, yes. We've made camp in a way station that's pretty far from Denevron, and the Mire yet even more remote. Everything I've read says the deeper into the outskirts of the Enclave one ventures, the more wild and untamed the lands become.
You're
Jeez.
saying my battle with the Great Ark might be looking like child's play soon?
Possibly?
Some of the others didn't seem so sure we should be trying to track down the masked figure. What do you think?
History demands we find them. If the masked figure truly is a Hearthsider, their stories and what they've lived through in here would be invaluable to our understanding of the Enclave and of the Surge.
Sounds like I'd better find them then. Thanks for the info, Lane. I think I'm ready to head out.
My pleasure. Oh, wait, I almost forgot. I didn't have the biggest role to play in the loom gates repair. I'm not exactly handy with a hammer. But watching the band work gave me an idea for a new alchemical project. Its working name is a loom shard.
A loom shard?
Yes, it's a shard that could draw magic from a loom gate and bring you back to camp safely, wherever you are.
How is this different from Aurea putting me back with the scribe?
Unaided, Aurea can only summon enough magic to bring you back safely, not all the valuables you might have collected on your expedition. Because this shard draws magic from the tapestry, it can bring you back safely with all you've gathered.
Thanks, Lane.
Ready?
Let's do this.
Yeah. Sorry, give me a second. I have 3 seconds here.
First trip through the loom gate is a success.
Hopefully more trips to come, to new and exciting places.
Oh shit, a giant. Oh gonna try and take him down. God, I hate those archers. Where that fucker is. I'm gonna fill your cubby hole with milk. Diggity! Man, milk. I'm sorry. Oh shit. Jeez. You can actually freeze him with ice and make him trip. That's cool. Nope. Ah, you bitch. Just hit you with my best awesome powers. Do I make you horny, baby? Do I make you handy? Oh shit. Ah, shit, he got me. Yeah, fuck, I'm probably gonna die. Shit. Yeah, I have to address him.
Hold on, hold on.
I like the way you think. Okay, I can do this better. Let me try again. Oh, God. Jeez. Okay, hold on a second. Hold on. I'm gonna reload my autosave. I wasted my potions. Damn it! Nah, it's not a big deal. I can do it again. Like I said, my gear is very early. Yeah, you can. It's an optional fight. You can. I could wait till later, but I wanted to try and see if I could do it. Ah, you bitch. Shit. Ah, you bastard. Yeah. Layers, donkey. Layers. There's only one type of the giant, so there's multiple types. So I think this one has like the whole armor thing going on. I'm not sure what the other ones will. Oh shit! Ah. Right in the taint. Fuck.
I've
Okay.
got you.
Okay, I'll try one more time. I think I have a real shot at beating him. I got pretty close, honestly. You should have went for the head. Ah, fuck it, auto-saved. Oh well. Shit happens, I'll try again. Are you still there, Emily, or do you dip? What do you think about this game so far? Not to your taste? do you think about this game, Samantha? Well, you can, but I try to focus on each part. You don't have to beat them. I just... Oh, Michael! Oh, that fucking sucks. Wow. I love him. Oh, my mom loves him too, and it's just gonna be fucking bummed to hear about that. That's unfortunate. No, it's fine. Damn it. Shit. Yeah. My mom, one of my mom's favorite movies is Reservoir Dogs. And Velma and Louise, she loved him in it. Yeah, he did. He acted a lot of great roles over many years. He was also a highlight of Kill Bill. Okay, now I'm getting somewhere. I think I can take this fucker down. Shit. Damn it. Shit. Shit. Oh shit.
Another kinetic strand.
Fuck yeah. Yep. Yeah. Alright, Emily, well, I guess you gotta go. It's been nice seeing you, though. I'll talk to you later. Okay, yeah. Well, if you can, it'll be great. If you can't, I understand. And yeah, thank you. And that was just the starter one. There's many different Titans that are different, you know what I mean? They're not all like that with the armor. So, that one's thing is its armor that you peel off. The other one might not be, you know what I mean? They're different forms. They're not all the same. So, I'm interested to see what the other Titans are going to be like. And when you beat a Titan for the first time, you gain a new type of spell. So... now we're going to a new region! Dredger's Mire. Well, after I stop by the hub, basically. Upgraded my exploding blast. Oh, that's cool. I just stopped back at the hub to upgrade and then, you know... resupply. And it switches it between day and night, which is cool. But see, my explosive blast is now bigger. A lot bigger. And I can actually use the blast to launch me. It doesn't hurt me when I use it, which is cool. See? To get extra airtime. Okay. I could fight him again if I wanted to mine resources, but I'm not going to do that. I just wanted to beat him once, so I did it, basically. Now we gotta head towards the next region. Okay, yeah, if I head this way, I should get to the place we're talking about. Okay. Here we go.
The Sodden Pass. A fitting name for the road to the wetlands.
Yeah. Sweet treasure. Huh, I can actually damage this building. Interesting. I wonder if, like, some will come of it. Oh, yeah, there's treasure chests in there. That's cool. See, like, I was able to launch myself over that. Like, it's a toolkit to use. I dig stuff like that. These guys are new. Oh, they have like giant scissor blades. That's interesting. First it was a greatsword, then he opened it up like scissors. Ooh, hey, that looks shiny. Like something I should probably fuck with. I love how you can actually destroy the houses. Oh, I can actually use that. Oh, that's cool. Like, see, fire spreads. This game has a lot of systems in the world that you interact with. It's like a sandbox, basically. Fire! Yeah, who knows, honestly. Hopefully. With it taking a lot of effort to fucking destroy the houses, you'd hope they give you something. Oh, hey, there's treasure behind it.
Metal plates with detailed engraving.
Oh, hey.
I wonder if Solo might be interested.
It's a set of armor. That's cool. Like, planes for armor. That's nice. Uh... And there's still, you can see a lot of magical powers I don't have yet, so I'm interested to see what other spells and shit I can get. As well as upgrade them. There's a lot of shit in this game you can interact with, break apart, destroy. Like I said, these are just like the starting weapons. They get a lot better. Oh, I'm interested to see how much the toolkit expands. I'm glad you're here, Samantha, and I'm feeling a lot better now. We're spending time together. Just wanted you to know that. Sweet.
According to the maps, you're getting close to Dredge's Mire.
Ah, here we go. Dredge's Mire. Oh, hey, this is kind of like a swampy woodland area. This looks cool. Well, I'm glad I had that effect on you. I love you dearly. I just wanted you to know that you made my day better. And there's... probably. And there's a lot of environmental variety, too. A dragon. Like, this place seems very, very different from the last area, you know what I mean? You always do.
I know you're excited to explore, but first things first. Use our key swatch with a loom gate in the mire, so that it's easy to return.
Right. I'll check the maps.
Sapper's Lake. Honestly, I don't even know. I had never even heard of Tins Machine before now.
See the connection. We'll be able to come back whenever we'd like.
Without having to
You can see the like settlement down there. That's
The
cool.
beauty of instantaneous travel. These watches are an ingenious system for connecting loom gates together.
Okay. I wouldn't know though. I wouldn't know then. I've never used one.
My darling, I suspect the way the light filters through the Enclave's veil makes you look more luminous than ever.
Stop. It'll go to my head.
Should I come back later? I didn't mean to interrupt you two.
Sorry, Bryn. Sometimes we get lost in our little world.
But since you're here, I was actually hoping to speak with both you and Sola.
Oh?
I don't know if you know this, but my wife is an extremely talented smith who was apprenticed under a variety of world-class teachers.
Well, a revolving door of mentors doesn't exactly facilitate the most stable education, especially when one of them drops dead in front of you.
Oh, details. You've made more of your varied experience than most could glean from a lifetime. Anyway, I know you always hoped to further your education with the Tarmakine Smithing School's techniques. So, I asked Lane to look into whether or not any Tarmakine smithing was ever practiced here in the Enclave.
Oh, doll. You shouldn't have. It's sweet, but there are other priorities.
What could be more pressing than helping my wife fulfill her lifelong dreams? As luck would have it, there were Tarmakine smiths here before the search.
Really?
Perhaps our daring point might be able to keep a lookout for anything those smiths might have left behind?
I mean, if it's too much trouble.
Of course. I'd be happy to help.
Perfect. I'll leave you to discuss the details.
Anything in particular I should look for?
The Tarmakine smithing techniques are exceptionally complex, and as such, pretty rare across the Maida. It might be too much to hope for anything close to a completed armor set, but prototypes or even notes pertaining to the style would be useful. I'd take anything you can find.
You might be in luck. I found a set of engraved metal plates. Is this what you're looking for?
Yes, these markings in the metal are vents, a signature of the Tarmakine style.
Can we do anything with the plates?
Not without some sort of schematic. Maybe if you found one, I could try forging something for you.
Harvesting. Such an intriguing term for so critical a task.
Why do we call it that anyway?
My favorite explanation is that it implies a thoughtfulness. When we harvest a creature, we pull something out of its essence. It is fundamentally a violent act. But we harvest predators, ones that pose a threat to us. There are peaceful or merely territorial creatures that use magic, but Weaver custom is to never harvest them.
That makes sense. I like that we're selective about it.
Further, Weavers do not seek to eradicate these creatures, merely keep them in check. Slaughter them all and we not only lose access to more strands, but also risk disrupting the ecosystem. You've heard of Renland's famed attempt to cull their Akala population and the mass loss of crops due to too many deer, yes? Same thing. Even something as wild as an Ash Peak drake plays a role in the world.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely has elements of modern culture.
Have you ever wondered why the Vale is, well, called the Vale?
No. I don't think I've ever thought about it.
Obviously, nobody outside the Enclave knew that it was going to appear, so when the surge hit, everyone near the Vale was essentially vaporized. The first travelers to witness it all said the same thing, that it looked like a mourning veil, with tangles gathering around its base. A simple description, but quite evocative, wouldn't you say?
And that's where the name for tangles came from too, I'm guessing.
Correct. Their existence had been theorized previously, but they required massive amounts of raw magic to form, non-existent in the wild. Until the surge, of course.
I'll try and keep clear of them.
This game has a lot of like lore and backstory,
Anytime.
which I appreciate. Some people don't like them, but I do. Like I said, I love the feeling of being immersed in another world, the escapism, and the more details and setting you have, the better. But I'm basically a writer at heart, so...
This is colder than... What happened? The village is completely frozen.
This can't be natural.
I think it's safe to say no one lives here. Where else can I look for a hearth-cider?
I can't quite remember why, but something tells me you should search for a watchtower. The maps indicate there may be some nearby.
Doubt security would be active if the village was vacated.
Just trust me on this.
I've got some cross-referencing to do.
All right, Bryn.
Got it.
It's cool. The whole village, a chunk
Just
of the
like
village is
home.
frozen.
You round a corner and a glacier's right there to greet you.
Yeah. Well, some people just don't like stories in their games. I do. There's the watchtower, and there's the dragon. Yeah, maybe. Like, hopefully. I guess I'll save. Yep, there's a watchtower.
Another Drake.
This one doesn't seem as aggressive. Must not be rutting.
Should leave you alone unless you get close.
Oh wow, look at it. I really like the design of the dragons.
There's a watchtower ahead.
Found the tome I was looking for. It mentioned that key swatches were held by security
The Warden's Roost.
in the Enclave's more remote villages. It ensured their loom gates could be reconnected to more central locations if needed. Perhaps our Hardsider won't be in the watchtower, but a key swatch to Deneveran could be.
Genius, Lane. Nice work.
I guess I'm gonna try. Ah.
The Archon expands. Pre-surge, the Arcs trod this passage daily to transport and farm resources from the outskirts.
Jeez. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I went back to the hideout. I didn't mean to aggro it, and I clearly wasn't ready for it. Now it's nighttime. Okay. Yeah. Dragon's not even there anymore. Guess it moves to a different place at night. Hey, sweet. Shit for bracers. Schematic. Oh, yeah. Yeah, looks like I need to climb the watchtower. I also like how you can pretty much climb everything in this game. Oh wow, schematic for flame bow. Sweet.
According to this logbook, all the key swatches were removed from the Poldervale Watch a few years after the surge.
Strange.
But there was one key swatch that was borrowed and never returned by the mayor at his residence in Poldervale. Perhaps it's still there. It'll be tough for me to withstand the cold long enough to search for it.
The rest of the band could help you navigate that? Try discussing the challenge with a few of them next time you're at camp.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to camp.
Sola, any thoughts on how I might go about withstanding
There
cold
actually is a
temperatures
Spider
while I
Woman.
search for the key swatch?
With the right materials, any design for armor could give you some resistance to frost magic and cold temperatures.
What kind of materials could I bring you?
A Callahide would do the trick for one.
There are plenty of those prowling in the outskirts. Thanks for the insight.
You know there's a trick to picking your armor when dealing with temperature?
Do tell.
If you're going to be up against extreme cold or heat, lighter armors can be the better choice. They can't provide raw protection like steel, but metals also move temperature very quickly. Lighter armors layer cloth and leathers. Much better for insulation, especially if you pick the right ones.
Yes. She's called Spider-Woman. She's been a part of the comics for many years, since the 80s. And her name is Jessica Drew, and she's pretty cool. She's not as widely known as Spider-Man because she's never been in any live-action movies. They tried to make her in one, in Madam Web. I don't know if you saw the trailer for that. And that movie bombed at the box office super hard and did terrible. They actually had Sydney Sweeney playing her. I'll send you pictures later. She's actually pretty cool. Like I said, comic shit was my thing.
I'll keep that in mind. This place pulls no punches.
So, we're hunting a rogue key swatch in a frozen village. When dealing with temperature, your magic can directly counteract it.
I'm guessing we fight frost with flame?
Just so. Like building a fire on a cold night.
Because it was terrible.
Much
It was
faster.
really bad.
And the night has teeth and talons.
Unfortunately, I don't have a flame strand yet.
It's a tall order, but defeating a drake would allow us to weave a strand of its power.
Drakes and I are due for a reckoning, anyway.
Spoken like a true point. Oh, it's very exciting to see one of the Enclave's enchanted weapon designs firsthand. I'm sure Solo will have a field day with it.
I don't need any particularly magical materials for it, I notice.
No, that's where I come in. I preserve numerous byproducts alongside each resonance as part of the weaving process. I have got, in the literal and figurative sense, your back.
Yeah.
Bryn, do you have a moment?
For my favorite lawkeeper? Absolutely.
I'm the only lawkeeper here, though.
Yes. Doesn't mean you aren't my favorite. So, what do you need?
What was it? Oh, yes. I'm looking to do some experiments with our chemical reagents, and was wondering if you could source me some.
That sounds like something I could help with. What's the experiment?
I won't waste your time with specifics. I just think it'll produce something helpful, if my hypothesis is correct.
Well, my last lawkeeper sent me out all the time for herbs that he'd inevitably just stuff in a pipe and smoke.
Oh. No, that makes sense, then. Yes, sorry. I think I can help Oria with the Watcher's Wisp.
Oh. After what happened in the Veil's Shadow, any improvement to the scry is worth making.
Exactly. I noticed that she needs a break before guiding you again. The tangles were so bad in the shadow, she couldn't use the wisp at all.
The scry has been better inside the Enclave. But we shouldn't take any chances. What do you need?
There's a plant that only grows here in the Enclave. It expresses a clarifying magical essence. I think I can use it to strengthen Oria's connection with the scry.
That'd be really helpful.
I think so too. Now, am I missing something?
Where can I find the plant?
Oh, right. At night, in the outskirts. They glow, so you won't be able to identify them during the daytime. And I believe they mostly grow in clusters near bodies of water. Not rivers, but ponds, lakes, you know.
Go to the outskirts at night and grab some glowing plants near bodies of water. Got it.
Well, They have a more accurate name than that. I won't overcomplicate it. But they're referred to locally as Diane's Chorus, which refers to a moment in the Enclave's history early on when their second leader, Diane Ramenos, was elected by unanimous vote. She was the right person at the right time for the Enclave and brokered several extremely lucrative trade deals.
The more you talk, the longer you'll wait.
Sorry, yes, please, go. Bring them to me as soon as you can. Thank you.
Hey, Lane. Got any ideas on how I might go about retrieving a key swatch from a frozen village?
I imagine long underwear might help.
Maybe an alchemical solution?
I'm teasing, of course. Drinking a frost shroud phial would do the trick. It makes cold temperatures much easier to withstand. I have some phials already prepared for you. I had the perfect alembic for them, thanks to our recent improvements. One moment, Bryn. I just need to write this down. Stir twice clockwise, filter the sediment, put it aside for Darm's moisturizing cream. Good. Now, did I forget
Yeah, that's
something
basically
when
me.
last we spoke? I was after some ingredients to enhance the Watcher's Wisp. Is that correct? I know it hasn't been long, but...
Don't worry. No problems there. I know we chatted before, but I wanted to learn more about you.
Well, I came from Judea. You already know that. I'm an enthusiastic student of the alchemical arts. Oh, there's more to my family. I'm my father's third child, but I have 3 siblings. I was fairly close to 2 of them. The firstborn is 12 years older than me and never had much interest in being friends.
Was that hard on you?
It was normal to be in that situation, I'd say. By the time I was old enough to hold a conversation, he was already playing the political game. Took after my mother in that regard. Hold on, I need to write something down. To do. Investigate why Sola keeps borrowing moisturizing cream from Darm instead of coming to me to get her own.
Big list of tasks you've got there.
Like you wouldn't believe.
I've never been to Judea. Can you tell me more about what it was like to grow up there?
Bryn, respectfully, I like to think I'm an open book, but as I said, I have quite a big list of tasks to complete. You do, too. Let's try and make a dent, shall we?
Of course. Catch you later. Lane, any thoughts on why the mayor of Poldervale kept a key swatch to Denevron in his home?
Not personally, but I do know what the Poldervale Watch suspected about it.
Really? How?
At the back of the logbook, those on watch would leave small notes for whoever was taking over the next shift. Most of it appears to be idle gossip, but apparently popular belief was that the mayor had a mistress on the side.
Ah, a wife in Poldervale and a mistress in Denevron.
Instantaneous travel would be necessary to not get caught.
Goodness. Small towns are the same everywhere, aren't they?
What is there to do in them but talk?
Shouldn't we be trying to find a way out of here?
Focus on one thing at a time. That's all we can do.
I've got some man-made moisturizer for you, baby. Okay, well, looks like I'm gonna try to take it on the dragon for realsies, but I'm gonna look at my ship for craft more ship beforehand. Now I can't get its attention when I want to. God. Hey, Dragon, I heard your mom was a whore. Yeah. No, fuck. Didn't mean to jump off of it. Damn it. Actually... Oh shit. We have achieved liftoff. Ah, I fucked this wing up. Wonder if I can get it to stop flying now that I fucked up both its wings. Yeah, it seems like he can only do short things of flight. Shit. Come on. I've come too far to fucking fail now. Yeah! Fuck you!
Another flame strand for your mantle.
Ooh, and I got a bunch of rare loot for taking them on. Yeah. Oh wow, a bunch of loot. He destroyed a bunch of the houses too, which looted him for me. You can slay my dragon anytime, baby. Now I'm heading back so I can cash in on all the shit. Flamethrower powers, baby! Now I'm interested to try out my new flame powers.
Skies, why is it so hot?
This can't be natural.
This is exactly what happened to Taza after the surge when all the aeroliths failed. It must be something like that.
Okay, there's a heat wave going on. Oh, that's cool. Flamethrower, bitch! Yeah. Oh, that's cool. I can't be burned by my flames. I think if I get rid of all these crystals, it'll break the enchantment. least I think it will. Yeah, I think they're a crafting resource. I think I can use it to imbue my weapons with ice. That's what it's seeming like, anyway.
There's no way this is natural. Feels like frost magic.
Uh,
Out in the field, you mentioned you recognize the sudden change in weather.
The same rapid shifts racked Tarza shortly after the surge. The deserts had been somewhat tamed by enchanted stones. The aeroliths. Each kingdom would boast they had the greatest coverage. Ironically, while the Tarzan nobility were bragging they each had more, the real concentration of them was in Judea. That did not end well.
Let me guess. Something awful happened to them after the surge.
The enchantments cascaded out of control. One would skew the weather too far, others would react.
Like a pendulum swing, but getting stronger.
Yes, rapid and extreme. Just like what we're seeing here. Thankfully, this means they should be somewhat predictable. The more we learn about each locale, the better we'll be able to predict the changes.
So, keep exploring and wear my warm pants now and then. Can do. A delicate tool.
Precision work. Wield it well.
That's cool. And I can seamlessly switch between regular arrows and fire arrows. So even when I'm fighting stuff that's flame resistant, I can just use it as a regular bow. That's sweet. That's gonna be useful.
Got the key swatch. And unfettered access to the Enclave's capital.
Amazing, Bryn.
Denevron awaits.
Great.
Impressive, Bryn. We're on our way to Denevron. Thanks to you.
Everyone helped. I just did my part.
In a well-run band, everything takes teamwork, that's for sure. But don't downplay your role in this. Since you've been Crisis promoted to Point, we've felled a great arc, restored a construct, and now we've got access to the Enclave's capital. Not everyone could accomplish what you have, let alone in our current circumstances. In fact, most would crumble under the pressure.
You know what? You're right. I am killing it out here, aren't I?
Ah, good. I don't need to worry about you devaluing your contributions.
Nah, I know I'm kick-ass. But it really means a lot to hear it from you. You know, I look up to you. A lot.
You won't need to for long. You're doing great out there.
Thanks, Aurea.
Now, enough talk. You've got a city to explore.
Kind of interested to see the city. Oh, wow. Yeah. Wow. Oh shit.
Incredible.
I've traveled all over, but I've never seen a city quite like this.
Denevron. The Enclave's capital city. The architecture was built to accommodate the Enclave's largest archons.
Good. I
Uh,
thought I'd shrunk using the loom gate.
The city looks as though it's been completely abandoned.
Let's break down the search. Who's got ideas?
Government and archives will establish a history. The closest government buildings can be found in the steppes. You're clearly an upper
Riverside.
Denevron, so according to our map, it shouldn't be far.
People need supplies. Supplies are in markets. And the markets in Lower Denevron.
And there's the bastion on the edge of the city. The military would be involved in any disaster response, and the surge certainly counts. 3 good leads. Bryn, it's your call.
Oh, this place is really cool. Oh, look at that giant statue. No. I thankfully didn't hurt me that much to fall. That's good. Yeah. I'll climb you. Scholar's Walk. This is like the college district.
Watch the tangles coming out of that chasm. The surge hit this place hard.
And look, more coral.
Must have been growing below ground.
Would explain why there's so much damage here from the surge.
The Verdant Gardens. Oh, there's that fucking statue guy. Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
The Hallowed Pyre rise. Religious beliefs from across the Maida were practiced in the Enclave. But the Church of the Hallowed Pyre values monuments. They regularly erect temples and shrines.
To better spread their influence.
Why else would a religion invest in property?
This temple has seen better days.
The high pyre remains intact, though. Built to last.
Yeah. Yeah, organized religion has done some really fucked up things. Guild District.
This must be the Guild District.
Home to numerous trades, magical and mundane alike. Enchanters, smiths, coopers, glassworkers, you name it.
Yeah. Well, it would make sense. Harry Potter was super influential. Yeah.
That's as far as I can push the scry. Hold on, hold on.
Ah, shit. Aboard! Aboard! Sweet. However, before I talk to the people, I'm going to go back. And I want to look around the city at night.
The cold sunk right into the stones here. This is why we use wattle and daub back home. Insulates properly.
If this keeps happening, you might want to keep a suit of armor for the occasion.
With the right materials, we can keep you snug as a bug in a rug.
Danger, Will Robinson, danger! Alright, I'm gonna take a short break.